they've taken everything. Everything I loved. Everything I cared about is gone. I'm scared. But I can't show it. No one knows what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I can't be the man everyone wants me to be.
The Mandela Catalogue is a unique horror series when it comes to its themes and demonstration of fear. It utilizes a very strong plot and takes advantage of the uncanny valley, giving the impression that something isn't quite right. But that's not what I'm here to talk about, and it's not even what scares me the most about this series. As the title suggests, it gathers most of its effective horror elements through its exploitation of humanity's darkest fear. Now, what is that? What is humanity's darkest fear, and how does a series like the Mandela Catalogue use it to its advantage? Now first off, let me get you familiar with the series if you've never heard of it before. To keep it short, the Mandela Catalogue takes place in an alternate biblically accurate universe, where Jesus, and any religion itself, has been replaced by demonic beings made by Satan himself. And these creatures look very similar to the people they replace and are referred to through the series as alternates. These alternates don't only replace religious figures, but real people within that universe. So if an alternate manages to infiltrate someone's home, for example, for the intent of replacing them, they won't kill, they will instead put that person through an endless amount of psychological torture until they end up doing it themselves. After this, they try to replicate their identity before taking their place in reality. Now first of all, that's pretty terrifying of itself, but why? As I said before, it's because it taps into that dark fear that humanity has: being replaced. Humanity, as said by a smart man, almost feels like a cruel prank put on us. We are born with the natural instinct to survive, yet the only guarantee in life is that we won't. As far as we know, we might be the only conscious living society that's free to express ourselves and shape our own lives. So the thought of losing this and being replaced, it's the core fear behind the Mandela Catalogue. Even in the first volume, the series emphasizes this, as one of the many rules is to know our place in the world, of understanding who and what we truly are. More than anything, it's just the panic of losing our connections with others and the world around us, along with the way those connections define our very existence. Every single connection, every memory, every experience you've ever had in your life can be stolen by an alternate, all for the sole intent of replacing whoever else they wish to go after related to you. This thought process and outlook one might gather and put together is so brilliantly established by Alex Kisser's plot and direction. And even though these questions we ask about may never have been intended, the plot and the necessary vagueness of the series allows you to ask them, and to put yourself into the situation of the characters. This creates a genuinely terrifying viewer experience that I've never really felt up until watching this series. A scene that really cements this horror, I feel, was in Volume 1, where one of the characters, Mark, gets followed home by an alternate, only to get stalked and preyed upon until he ends up taking his own life.
Let me in, Mark. I have a gift for you. I have a present. I have a surprise. I will not hurt.
You fucking bastard!
Another heavy aspect I haven't fully talked about is the role of religion in this universe. As a baptized Catholic myself who's been following religious beliefs for my whole life, God is symbolized to others in being a security, being able to pray and have some sort of comfort and closure in your life. To take that sense of security away only to reveal that who you deemed as your savior, your pillar, was actually an evil being whose sole purpose was to wipe humanity, while also being the one responsible in creating the very thing trying to replace you, it's so terrifying and can make someone feel very vulnerable if it were to happen. This whole entire idea of finding out that your beliefs were not going to who you think they were is demonstrated in Mark as well. After being stalked and preyed upon by an alternate, Mark becomes very paranoid of what will happen to him. He's so terrified that he resorts to his religious beliefs to keep him comfortable. But after a while of suffering the alternate psychological warfare, he eventually can't take it anymore. And after many days of not being found, his death gets discovered and then investigated. The officer finds his Bible and religious diary, only there for Mark to demonstrate his faith in God in a time of fear. In a previous video exhibition, we see videos of Mark heading to a church to seek answers and to potentially receive some form of safety and closure. And since religion is taken over in this universe, all the faith he has means nothing. And in the diary, as his days dwindle, Mark was suddenly starting to realize this, by stating, "Who was I praying to?" And by the final entry, "My eyes are wide open." So the Mandela Catalogue has a lot to demonstrate when it comes to faith and just the sheer fear of being replaced in reality. At its core, replacement is the true horror in the story. Every terrifying event stems from something fundamental being erased and rewritten, leaving characters lost, confused, and just terrified. Me included. I think humanity, when something scary or fearful happens, our basic instinct is to say in our heads, stop, 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 how do I make this go away? And having the realization that nothing you can do will make it go away, and any piece of assurance you have means nothing, is a truly terrifying concept that is portrayed so well and eloquently, and is what genuinely gives the series its horror and genius. I'm Noah the Shine, and I hope that made sense, and let me know what your thoughts on this video was. Also, let me know if I should dive into more horror media, and that's about it. I love y'all. Bye.